G'day guys and welcome back to Crusader. What happened last episode? It was Clayface, I believe. It was a very Detective Montoya centric episode. It was a classic sort of murder mystery noir-esque episode. Not a lot of Batman. Batman was kind of along for the ride, really. He was sort of figuring things out and then would swoop in to save Detective Montoya when she needed saving, and that was it. But yeah, it was a very Detective Montoya centric episode, which was fantastic. It was well done. Can't wait to see what happens this episode. But before we get to that, just want to remind everybody that my Patreon is now live with 2 weeks early access. By the time this goes up on YouTube, we should be at episode 5 on Patreon. And we got alongside the full-length reactions as well. And that's it at the moment. 2 weeks early access is all I can manage time-wise. But that's business out of the way, guys. And let's just get to episode 3.
Now these are pearls. Hard to imagine anything more beautiful.
Selena Kyle.
I'd love a set just like these.
She's gonna steal them.
What do you think those cost? 10 grand? 20?
That's what I'm saying. Who the hell wears pearls like that into Crime Alley? I mean, what do you expect, lady? It's the East End.
Yep.
Oh my.
About what I figured was gonna happen.
Anyway, that's what happened. And I guess my lawyer worked something out with the
That wasn't in
district
English,
attorney's
was it?
office, which is how I ended up here on your couch, Dr. Quinzel. I mean,
Quinzel.
It's way more comfy, Bruce. Go
Drop
ahead.
my pen.
Give it a sit.
that's all right. I don't intend to take up much of your time, Doc.
Have you ever found yourself resorting to violence in other situations?
No.
What? Come on. Do I look like a guy who goes around blowing his top?
Appearances are often deceptive. And the fact is, Bruce, you did blow your top.
One time.
That tragedy in your childhood, it's obviously and reasonably a tender spot. Would you like to talk about what happened to your parents?
He probably should, though.
Long time ago, and it was awful, but I'm a grown man now. I don't really think about it anymore.
You know, repressed trauma is something you might not even realize you're dealing with
Yeah.
until something happens. Repression is kind of like...
Origin story time.
How is therapy, Master Bruce?
Waste of an hour. Doctor thinks she can get into my head.
She will.
That's not gonna happen.
She took it from the... She knew he would take it.
What's that you're looking at, sir?
Smart woman.
Nothing.
Miss Selena.
It's a lot of cats.
Selena.
Just in case you weren't sure about who she was.
It's mid-afternoon already, Miss Selena. Mid-afternoon.
Past you, final
There were more
notice.
bills today.
Just put them with the others.
In the fire.
Miss Selena.
She's gonna have to
they're
steal
going
stuff.
to turn off the electricity soon. And I, too, would like to be paid again someday.
Hey, it's not my fault Daddy left us here with Bupkis, is it?
Well, can you at least stop bringing home strays? The cat food bills alone are bankrupting us.
Oh, stop worrying, Greta. I'll take care of everything. Somehow.
Yes, your tone inspires much confidence in me.
You never talk back like this to Daddy. Don't think I'm not noticing that. Fabulous, right?
Not the word I would use.
Is that an original thing? Or has she worn that before? I can't remember. She's definitely stealing stuff. Typical Catwoman fashion. Who are they? Oh, that's Bullock and Flask. Never mind.
Oh, hi. Oof. You're 1,000 times sexier than that sketch in the paper.
Who are you?
Catwoman, dear. Obviously.
Yeah.
You inspire me. You have toys?
How about a cup of hot cocoa when we get back? How does that sound, Master Bruce?
No. Why? Just let the kid go to bed.
But are any of these women more than just an accessory for you? Is there ever any love there? Or
It doesn't need to be.
are you just going through the motions, being the person that everyone around you expects you to be?
I'm just playing the field, Doc.
Hmm.
That's not a character flaw, is it?
I mean, she's right on the button.
I was just in the wrong place at the wrong time.
Uh-huh.
I didn't break into those shops. It must have been that Batman character. This is all just a tragic misunderstanding. Really.
You've got eyewitnesses that place you in the safe holding the jewelry.
The people are willing to drop the charges and allow Miss Kyle another second chance.
Right then. Case dismissed.
Interesting. What deals were made? I don't know.
So when it's my clients, you're gunning for jail time. But when it's the rich and famous,
Yeah.
they get a break. What is she?
That was weird.
Oh, come on, Barbara. Do you really think I'd sink that low?
Yes.
Well, maybe I would.
In a surprising twist this afternoon, Selena Kyle, the so-called Catwoman, was released with no charges brought against her. She'd allegedly been the prime suspect in a series of jewelry thefts on the Upper East Side.
Yeah.
They let her go.
Indeed, sir. But apparently she has promised never to do it again.
Uh-huh.
Declined to press charges.
She's gonna change her outfit? No? How did they not hear that? She breaks in, steals from their safe, steals their cat. Oh. Nice catch.
My hero.
Typical Batman, Catwoman.
You're wasting my time.
Well, why do you keep chasing me then? I
Nice.
wasn't sure that these would actually work, but holy mackerel.
She's leveled up. And she's got a car as well. Nice. That looks cool. Not gonna lie.
There's nothing I could do to change your mind. The show was meant to run for another 3 weeks, and
No, I'm afraid I have to insist. And I'm sure the other fans...
Gonna bait her with the... Yeah.
can we at least have the weekend?
So did all go well?
The plan's set. Take a...
Big ticket seller, probably.
You know, this is my last session.
Is it? Time has just flown by.
And I really want to thank you, Dr. Q. I'll admit, I was a bit resistant to this, but I feel like it's been really helpful.
We've had some flashbacks.
They're going to pay.
They?
All of them. I'm going to make them pay. And you're going to help me.
That's a creepy thing for a child to say.
Put them back.
You could have said you wanted a date the last time. But I didn't come alone.
They got the pictures and everything. Damn! Where'd she get that from? Now punch it. Ugh. Nice shot, though. What, you just gonna kill her? Damn it, Flask. Lights out. Smart of him to also take that photo.
Greta? Finally. Listen, it's a disaster. They've got evidence, photos, the whole deal. So, I need you to bail me out.
I'm sorry, Miss Selena, but that's not going to be possible.
She's leaving.
No, listen. Just hawk some of the paintings. And maybe that gold statue that Daddy loved? You know, the one with the ballerina up on her toes?
Yes, I know, Miss Selena. I already sold her and everything else worth a nickel that you owned.
What? Greta?
Her paycheck.
My cruise to the Bahamas leaves in an hour. Auf Wiedersehen!
That's on you, Selena.
That little crook.
Why was Alfred parked there? Why wasn't he parked closer to where they were? Is a good question. That was a good episode. We had, I don't want to say Batman origin story, but it was just that classic Wayne death and Bruce deciding that people need to be punished for it. Otherwise, yeah, it was Catwoman this episode. We also got introduced to Harlequin Quinzel, Doctor. That's it. Not a lot was going on. Just Selena with the money troubles. Her maid, obviously at the end there, selling everything because she wanted her money, and then left. And Selena's obviously in prison. Yeah, these episodes aren't connected. At least not yet. If they're going to be, this is only what, 10 episodes? That was episode 3, and while it's still early, they're not connected. It's just like in classic Batman fashion, it is villain of the week. Really not much consistency other than, say, Dent and Barbara Gordon doing their thing in court. But otherwise, yeah, not much else happening. I did want to Google Catwoman outfit because I only remember the black one, and maybe that's just me. Batwoman OG costume, because yeah, okay. So as soon as you Google, like, the first thing that comes up is like, yeah, this one here. Probably not the first thing. Let's see, Catwoman original costume, maybe. Yeah, because the one I remember is just like this one here, and maybe this one as well, but not the purple one. If I can get a good look. I mean, we got a good look at it this episode, but I think this photo basically shows us all. I remember the 66 and the Michelle Pfeiffer. Definitely 2001. Arkham City, yeah. And the other Anne Hathaway. Oof. But yeah, like I said, that's the original. 1940s to 1980s in the comics, at least. And that was obviously for TV. Let's see Catwoman vehicle. Because that's one thing I don't remember her really having. But it's there. I'm not the biggest comic book fan, so I don't know most of this stuff, but that's basically what it is. They kind of look like that here, a bit different. Yeah, there's that one there as well. You obviously got the bike with Anne Hathaway. It's the Lego one. Happy Meal, sorry. Happy Meal toy. Um, yeah, okay, so that is the Catwoman vehicle. I never knew she had one, if I'm being perfectly honest. But yeah, that's basically it. Cool. Learning something new. Yeah, the rest of these images are just random ones. There is a Hot Wheels one. What does that one look like? It just looks like a normal car. No real cat decals that you can... Oh, okay, I guess it looks like a cat head. Yeah. Had to get a better look at it. Yeah. Alright. I mean, that's what that looks like. I didn't know she had a vehicle. Obviously, this is like year one stuff, so she doesn't have a whip or anything like that I remember her having. She's got those electro knuckles that she took down Batman with. But other than that, yeah. Harley Quinn is still a doctor, hasn't been corrupted by the Joker yet. I'm sure that'll happen eventually. Otherwise, that's it for this week's episode, guys. Join me next week for episode 4. And as usual, if you'll enjoy this reaction and want to see more, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and of course, join me next time. I'll see you there. Bye, guys.